Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is a CA Final Audit 30 days March strategy video. This is not for the people who have completed the syllabus. So let's start. Don't go for 100% syllabus at this point of time. You just choose such chapters which will be coming for your exams, okay? Try to go for the past year trends, okay? I'm not saying that the same will be reflected in your exams, but you go for ICAI mark weightages. You prepare accordingly, then you will get the marks, okay? You just concentrate on 100% output. So whatever the chapter you're studying, it should be your 100% clarity should be there, and you can attend any type of question. All type of questions should be answerable, all types should be covered, okay? Next, so first 15 days, what can I do for first 15 days? First 15 days, if you are starting scratch, from the scratch, if you are starting, I would say at least spend some 3.5 hours. What is this 3.5 hours? Just 3 hours should be focused study. You have to daily study the concept, then you should keep on revising whatever you have studied. So that is cumulative revision. Yes, and whenever you are studying, that is when you have only 30 days left, right? So in this 30 days, every day you make the last day revision sheet. That is in 1.5 days, how can you prepare? How can you revise? You just make the last day small revision charts and notes as and when you prepare. That will make you ready for the 1.5 days. This 30 days will not determine you. That 1.5 days will determine your results actually, okay? Next, so for the cycle 2, you can go for focus revision, okay? You can write and practice. I would say rather than studying, don't sit and study. Rather, if you have completed one chapter, if I could say ESG chapter, SDG, sustainable development goal chapter will be coming for your exams. So 4 marks is for sure shot. So if you have studied for 3 hours a chapter, if you completed the chapter for 3 hours, take a question, take some past 4 attempts questions, just try to answer it in your own way. Just see the exam style, just compare your suggested answer, make sure that you're done with that 4 marks and no one can snatch that 4 marks from you, okay? Next, be prepared for new and out of the box questions in every chapter, because if you would see CFSler, they have asked some different questions beyond the out of the box, beyond the thinking. The questions will also be coming in the exams, okay? So if you are choosing a chapter, be very clear about all the different types of questions, okay? And don't waste time by going into ChatGPT, give me different questions. No, don't do those things in this 30 days, because you'll be having very less time. You just focus whatever you are studying, you are done with the clarity. Maybe for your satisfaction, you can attempt the MCQs of the ICAI if it is possible. If not, just leave it. Okay, last 5 days or last 6 days, what I can go? You have to give one mock test. That mock test will not make you weak. Actually, it make you strong. Okay, you just have the mentality that I will write the mock. It will make you exam ready. Okay. So sit in your exam condition, track your timing, fine-tune your writing style. That is what important. Is audit your real problem? So many students, they know the content, they cannot present it properly. So what I have to do? Okay, this is what important. Focus on writing the answer as the ICA expects. That is, ICA is expecting you to write the keywords. You have to underline the keywords. Okay, so that is what very is that is really important. You have to underline the keywords, right? And don't write the wrong clauses. If you don't know clauses, you leave the clauses in professional ethics. Don't write wrong clauses, okay? Wrong clauses. If you write the wrong clause, they will cut the mark entirely, okay? So don't do that, okay? In this last 30 days, you have to write, or else it will be very difficult to write the answers, even though if you know in the exam. So at least you just spend 30 minutes, okay? 3 hours, you study, 30 minutes, you write. Any questions from the MTP, you just do this. This will improve. And what is the mantra to pass is cumulative revision. Daily revision. Daily. You have to revise. Before taking the today's chapter, you revise the previous chapters, write, revise, study. That is what I will say. You have to write, you have to revise, then you have to study. These are the 3 things you can do. Okay, what I can target for, if you are targeting like exemption, if you are targeting more marks, then you target 25 marks extra. Okay, if even for passing, if you want to get 40 marks, you just target 60 marks, 65, then only you will get 40 marks in audit. Okay, in audit you cannot predict what the evaluator is going to give you, but I will give you one technique where you can get 40 marks easily. I will discuss it at the end, where you can get the 40 marks very easily with all the confidence in those chapters whichever I am saying. Okay, now, study the 75% syllabus, but do it 100%. This is what I have discussed before itself, okay? Don't leave your test your knowledge question. Don't leave your ICI illustration questions, okay? Okay. Now, here, marks will be coming from those questions, okay? At least you can get 4 questions from test your knowledge and illustration question. You can get, okay? There are certain chapters, chapter 13 to 17, that is CFS, PSU. Those are the chapters. People used to leave those chapters. I would say don't leave the chapters, okay? So if I compare chapter 13 to 17, okay? If I compare chapter 13 to 17, and if I compare standards, okay? If I compare standards, you will get more marks 13 to 17. See, it will take time to prepare. It will take time, but the marks marks are sure. Marks are sure marks because it is a straight questions. Okay, you will get straight away questions. What is the due diligence process? What is the investigation process? How will you investigate the partnership? If you if you get into partnership, how will you investigate? Straight answers. Everything is a straight 5 points. Okay, you just concentrate only 5 points. Don't go for in-depth answers. Don't go for the entire page. Only choose 5 points. Remember the 5 points. Go to the next. Okay. For every question, you just concentrate only on 5 points. That is enough. Okay. Next, for standards on auditing, what I would say for standards on auditing, if you have very less time and just now you are starting, don't do standards on auditing at the first. Okay. Please go for standards on auditing at the last. And you make sure that what are the standards have not yet asked in the exams in the recent trends. Make sure that you cover those standards, because letter of weakness, letter of weakness was the question that came in September 25 attempt. Okay. Nobody expected this letter of weakness because this is an inter-syllabus. Okay. It is there in the final, but it is there in the final also. But nobody expected that the letter of weakness will be tested in CA final syllabus. But it is coming in the exam. So you be very sure about those untested concepts in the CA final standards on auditing. And of course, you will get from SA 700 series. You be thorough with the 700 series. It has always been tested either in the MCQs or in the question. At least you will get 4 to 5 marks. If you get in the MCQs, you will get like 2 marks, 2 MCQs, or else you will get a 5 mark opinion drafting questions. Okay. So this is your entire audit. Okay. This is the way you have to prepare. Okay, let us continue with that 40 marks technique. Okay, how to get the minimum 40 marks and how will you get the confidence of those 40 marks. Okay, if you want to get the detailed strategy, that is detailed mark analysis of the previous 4 attempts, you can refer that video. I will attach it to the description. Okay, you'll just check in the description, or you can check it in my playlist. You will get it. Okay, so first chapter, quality control chapter, you can check this. Okay, every attempt it is coming, and you can get a minimum 5 marks. And this is, you can study in one day, like 3 hours it is enough. Quality control you can study in 3 hours. You have a lot of revision videos, so you can prepare in 3 hours, and it will take a day to complete your quality control chapter. If you're done with that, you are done with 5 marks, and if luck favors you, you will also get a MCQ from it. So it is a chapter number 1. And apart from that, you will get a CARO. So CARO questions, just don't leave the Companies Act part. You also cover the Companies Act part, since for last 4 attempts they have already tested CARO. Maybe this attempt you will be getting Companies Act question, we don't know. So you cover CARO part and Companies Act part together, right? Next, these areas like specialized areas, related service, financial statements, and the prospective SAE, SRS, SRE, and then SA 800 series. This 4 series is very important. You should not miss this part. It is very easy, very easy. Okay, you just select 5 points. Don't read all the points. That is what I'm highlighting here. Don't read all the points. Select. Be very sure what they are asking, whether they are asking the nature timing extent or whether they are asking documentation. Just read the question properly and write the answer properly. Mostly strike questions will be coming from these chapters. Don't leave this chapter. All this chapter, 4 chapters, you will get 14 marks. Like 3 questions will be there. Okay, if we take 3 questions, each 4 marks, it is 12 mark plus an MCQ. Minimum 14 marks is guaranteed from this chapter, right? Then digital assurance, I have already explained you in that video, but here I'm just saying, in digital audit, if areas you just focus those areas not yet tested, that is very good for digital audit. Again, just make it to 5 points. Okay, if they ask consideration, write 5 points. Challenges, 5 points. Just make it 5 points. Don't read in depth. Don't go for full. Just read 5 steps, 5 key points. Remember it, revise it, go to the next question. Don't sit in the questions and just don't go in depth about the digital audit. Read the 4 points, get the 4 marks. That's it. Okay, so don't leave this 4 marks, I would say. Read the digital audit. It will take you have a lot of videos available in the YouTube. You just go and refer the video. You just see the video twice, thrice, then complete the chapter. Okay, I will come to this part later. Okay, we will just cover all the green parts now. The next green part is the sustainable development goal. This is also again a easiest part you can get the marks. Okay, 3 hours is enough to study this chapter. They have tested pillars and elements. Okay, elements in the pillars, they have tested those questions the past time, which is not so expected question. So you be very thorough with all the parts of this chapter. Okay, so even if it is the sustainability standard, there is a sustainability standards part. Even that part you just have some insights. Okay, don't leave anything of these chapters. Very easy. at least once you refer, if they ask something out of the box, you should be able to attend it. Okay, you be very thorough with the principles, what are the global reporting initiative, you be very thorough with those areas, BSR reporting, etc. But you be ready to answer the areas apart from the most expected part. Okay, you be ready with answering those parts. That should be your strategy to clear it. Okay, next, professional ethics. So for professional ethics, I have broken into three parts. If you could see this section and the schedule. Okay, so this together will make you 8 marks. What are the safeguard for the threats? So these are the questions you should be very clear, and you have to study these points. Okay, so if you study these areas, okay, you will get 4 marks. And guidelines, ethical guidelines and networking guidelines, they have asked from networking guidelines, what are the forms? That was a question tested last time, so it was so unexpected, but yes, they have asked those guidelines, networking questions and all. So you be very clear about those guideline areas. Okay, don't skip those guideline areas, read those areas. So if you are skipping, okay, but at least cover the schedule areas. Okay, so whatever I have highlighted in the green color, okay, whatever I have highlighted in this green color, it is coming to 40 marks. Okay, if you have to calculate, you just sit and calculate whatever I have done in green color, it is 40 marks for sure. So what would I first say is, first prepare this 40 marks for sure. Be very clear. If you have time, give one mock test for this 40 marks. You just give the mock test for the 100 marks of paper, but having the base for this 40 marks. Okay, then what you do, you just move on to this 20 marks. Many people ignore this 20 marks. Okay, they don't study group audit, NBFC, PSU, internal audit, due diligence, but this part is very easy scoring. Okay, you just remember 5 points, you write the 5 point in your exam, get the 5 mark and go away. That's it. Okay, so if in this part, okay, in this part, if you suffer from banking, okay, bank is very vast, just cover the amended part. Okay, focus on your amended part. Amended part is very important. Okay, yes, so by the way, if you focus on these areas, you will get 20 marks here and these two areas. Okay, whatever I have highlighted in this brown or red color, you will be scoring 64 marks if you prepare those areas which I have highlighted in the green and brown. If you study green alone, you will get 40 marks. You will study green and brown part, you will get 64 marks for sure. Sure means sure. Apart from this, maybe if you are very good enough, you may get more marks in the MCQs, right? Okay, so this is how you will approach your audit. It will be really helpful for you, and it will gain your confidence. Okay, now let us do one thing for the other chapters 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 means other areas. I would say concentrate on SA 700 series. For this, you just concentrate on SA 700 series. Okay, 700 series is something you have to concentrate. Okay, apart from this, completion and review has not been tested for last few times, I guess. So for these chapters, okay, for these chapters 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you just have the glance. If you have time, you just have the glance and concentrate on those standards which have not tested in the last 4 attempts. Okay, be sure about that. So this is how the audit and the past years trends. So if you want to go for the detailed video, just refer the detailed video. This is something I could give you as a summary. And this is how we have completed the summary or the approach of your audit. Okay, if you really find this helpful, please share it to your friends, make them benefit, and don't miss the attempt. Every attempt is just a pure bliss. Okay, don't skip the attempt. And I see many of my friends being failed only in audit. Okay, and I wish this should not happen to you, and you will all be successful, and you all complete the audit with exemption. With this strategy, you can complete with exemption. Okay, and I wish you all the best, guys. If you want me to do this for other subjects, kindly comment below, so that I will try to do it for the other subjects if you feel so. And if I get at least even if 1% feels so, I will do that for you. Okay, just feel free to leave it in the comment. Thank you guys, all the best.